Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. Know what I'm saying? Why you shouldn't envy celebrities. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about why you shouldn't envy celebrities, man. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Um, when it comes to celebrities, influencers, it could be YouTubers, Twitch streamers, um, YouTubers, influencers, Twitch streamers, celebrity, whatever it is, bro. You know, you shouldn't envy celebrities, bro. You should not be envying these celebrities, bro. You shouldn't envy. You shouldn't envy them, and I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Think of it like this, bro. This is like a perspective that's gonna change a lot of people's minds, bro. Look, a lot of time when people look at celebrity, they have this nice car, they have this lifestyle that I want. Um, they have they have this car, they have these women, they have this money, they have this mansion, they have this lifestyle, they have that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So when a lot of people look at celebrity, they start to envy their lifestyle. They want the cars, they want the women, they want the money that these celebrities have, and they want all these things, right? But check this perspective out though. Um, where are these celebrities leading their followers to? Ask yourself that. Before you envy a celebrity, before you envy like an influencer, a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, or anything like that, where are these people leading their followers to? Are they leading them to heaven or are they leading them to hell? That's it. Ain't no in between. Ain't no in between. Are they leading them to heaven? Are they leading them to hell? That's it. That's it. And once you start to look at it from that perspective, you start to realize, like, damn, bro, do I really want to be the person that's leading thousands of people to hell? Let's say this celebrity has 1 million followers. Do you really want to be responsible for leading 1 million souls to hell? A different perspective. I'm trying to tell you. A different perspective. Do you want to be the person standing in front of God on Judgment Day, responsible for leading 1 million souls to hell? Now stuff get real, don't it? That's when it get real. See, we got to think spiritually. We can't be thinking in a worldly perspective. We got to think in a spiritual perspective. If you ain't leading them to heaven, where are you leading them? To hell. If you ain't leading them to God, where are you leading them? To the devil. Hey, bro, when you put some spiritual common sense to stuff, it starts to make sense. So while you envy in the car they have, the lifestyle, the women, no, you envy and all this stuff, man. Like, let's say this woman celebrity is able to get in touch with all these men and this lifestyle and that lifestyle, man. You don't envy that stuff, bro. You don't envy that stuff, because when you have a following, where are you leading that following to? Where are you leading all your subscribers to? Where are you leading all your followers to? Right? So when you start to understand that, like, look though, you could be a person and you're doing what God called you to do. And you have what? Sometimes you could have about 100 subscriber, 100 follower. But you leading them to heaven though. You leading them to heaven, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You're leading them to heaven. But look though, you could have this celebrity have 1 million followers, 1 million subscriber, and you start to envy them. You'll be like, damn, why they got more subscriber than me? I only got 100 subscriber, and I'm trying to do what God called me to do. Yeah, you could be starting out trying to do what God called you to do, and you're looking at all these people with like 100,000 subscriber, 100,000 follower, man, like 100,000 subs on Twitch and this and that. Man, like I want to be like them and this and that. Failing to realize, where are they leading those 100,000 subs to, 100,000 followers to, 100,000 subscribers to? They are leading them to hell. These people is like a portal to hell for these followers. So do you really want to be the person who's leading 100,000 people to hell, bro? Is that really what you want to be? You got to understand, on Judgment Day, God is going to judge everything. And don't you know that your punishment is going to be higher for leading all these souls to hell? You not only, like, fame is a dangerous thing. Fame and influence is a dangerous thing, yo. Like, I don't think people understand that, bro. Fame and influence is a dangerous thing. If you're not leading them people to God, bro. Fame and influence is a very dangerous thing if you ain't leading them people to hell. Okay, cool. You got 2 million subscribers. So you mean to tell me you're leading 2 million people to hell? You probably leading more people to hell, because just because you got 2 million subscribers, you got more viewers. You probably got way more viewers than that. A lot of people be watching you not even subscribed. So you got to understand, how many people is you leading to hell for real? Now look though, let's say you was to die and to pass away. Now you're standing in front of God on Judgment Day. Do you really want to be the person? That's when they don't want, hey, you envy these celebrity, but when you're standing in front of God, man, you don't want to be them. You don't want to be them at all. Man, you run from man, you're standing in front of God on Judgment Day, you would want to run from being these celebrities. You would want to run from being these celebrities, because they were leading millions of people to hell, because they was leading thousands of people to hell. Imagine you standing in front of God on Judgment Day. God is like, okay, I allowed you to have the power of fame. I allowed you to have the power of influence. You already know where that question is going. Look. This is how God is going to start it off on Judgment Day. God is going to be like, okay, cool. I allowed you to have the power of fame. I allowed you to have the power of influence. When he set up the question like that, man, your heart gonna drop all the way to your heart gonna drop all the way in your calf muscle. It drop into your medulla oblongata, man. I'm trying to tell you. Your heart gonna drop into your clavicle negicals, man. I'm trying to tell you. It gonna drop into the cubicle negicals, man. I don't even know what they call, bro. It's dropping. Soon as God sets up the question like that on Judgment Day, I allowed you to have the power of influence. I allowed you to have the power of fame. Where? Soon as God sets up the question like that, you're done. You're pretty much done at that point. If you weren't leading them souls to God, bro, you weren't leading them souls to heaven. This is why you don't envy celebrity, bro. This is a different perspective. Everybody looking at the cars, everybody looking at the money, the women, the lifestyle, the glamour, you know what I'm saying? The flashing lights and all that. No. Look at it from a spiritual perspective. The more fame that you have, the more influence that you have, the more souls that you're leading to hell. That's what these people is doing. They leading people to hell. God is like, I allowed you to have the power of fame. I allowed you to have the power of influence. Where did you lead those souls? Did you lead those souls to me? Did you lead them people to me? Or did you lead them people to hell and to the devil? That's it. Ain't no in between. Man, this right there, man, should encourage you, bro, to not envy these people. These people is leading thousands of people astray. They might not even know it. The devil could be using these people to not really you got to understand, the devil could be using these people to not necessarily fully 100% pull people away from God overnight. The devil could be using these people to not just fully pull people away from God overnight, but to drift people away from God. Don't you know that there's influencers and celebrities who slowly drift people from God? It don't even have to be like I'm just drifting you away from God overnight. No, I'm taking you away from God overnight. No, the devil uses these influencers and celebrities to distract people's minds off of God, to slowly drift people away from God. Irregardless, they drift the people to hell. Whether it's a slow drift or a fast drift, they drifting people to hell and to the devil, bro. Man, when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, you ain't never gonna envy no celebrity ever again. You ain't never gonna wish you was in their shoes. Because these people is leading people to hell. These people ain't leading people to God. Man, 9 times out of 10, these people is not leading these people to God, bro. They leading these people to the devil and to the world, bro. And to hell, bro. 9 times out of 10, they leading them to hell and to the world and to the devil. That's it. Friends with the world is enemies with God. So even if you're leading them to the world, you're leading them to the devil and to the world and to hell, bro. I'm trying to say, hey, bro, when you really understand and you grasp this perspective right here, man, you ain't even gonna envy no celebrity no more. You're gonna look at their subscriber different. You're gonna look at their subscriber count, you're gonna look at it different. Like, damn, you have 10,000 people. Are you leading them to heaven or hell? Simple question. You have 1 million followers. Are you leading them to heaven or hell? Simple question. You have all these subs on Twitch. Are you leading them to heaven or hell? Simple question. Once you start to look at it from that perspective, bruh, man, these people is in trouble on Judgment Day. Imagine you're standing in front of God on Judgment Day, right? And you is responsible for leading millions of souls to hell. I want you to understand the weight of that. And you got to understand why your punishment is going to be on a higher level. Your punishment is going to be on a higher level in hell because you then led millions of people to hell. The power of influence and fame is scary. There's a dark side to fame and influence if you ain't leading these people to God. Now you're responsible for leading millions of souls to hell. Do you understand, bro? Millions of souls to hell. You was influencing them to hell, bro. Bruh, you don't want to carry that type of weight on Judgment Day. So for you people out there who have influence, celebrities listening to this, influencers listening to this, YouTubers listening to this, Twitch streamers listening to this, TikTokers, Instagrammers, or whatever influencer you want to call yourself, if you're listening to this right now, bro, this is God's warning to you, bro. God is waking you up. You got to understand the warning comes before the destruction. Repent, change your ways, bro. No, repent, change your ways, turn your life around. Let God use you to lead people back to him, bro, and to lead people to heaven, bro. But hey, bro, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say, man. Peace.